Hello. How are y'all? Hey, Trina.
Hi, love.
I haven't seen you since the last time I seen you.
It's the last time.
Yeah.
Did you set my face?
Oh, I
It felt
do
me. It
this
felt
every
me.
time. So,
Good topic today,
really good topic today, but before we get started,
right?
mhm,
Let me tell you what's on my mind. So I've been looking up and down my feed, right? And the closer that we get into election day, I'm kind of scared. Because I'm noticing it's people that look like me that's asking should they vote for Trump. I, I'm scared.
ooh.
I'm real scared.
Well, I mean, everybody has their opinion.
Everybody has their opinion.
It's
You are absolutely correct.
amazing. You don't take it personal. I told you before I saw somebody who I knew that had a sign and it kind of,
That need to be one of our topics.
I was like, "Ooh,
Can you hang
does
with
she
somebody
like
that,
me? Does she respect me? But you
yeah,
can't don't take that person.
yeah, that needs to be one of our topics. Can you be friends with somebody that don't have the same values as you? Can you be friends with a Trump supporter? Because you know what, I realized I had a Trump supporter as my friend. I deleted him because at that point I realized he was racist. The stuff he was saying, he
Oh,
was borderline. But when
oh,
yeah,
well. mm.
so that should be a topic I want to talk about.
Hi,
I
everybody.
simply be
Hi, Cynthia. Okay, so if you're on Facebook, hello. If you don't mind, please go over to YouTube and subscribe, like, and share. And if you are on YouTube, please like and share.
and speak. Don't be rude.
We see you.
Say hello.
So okay, so let's see what's on my mind.
Yeah, what's on your
Honestly, not much. I'm a little sad because a young man that did some work, does work here, carpet and tile and flooring and stuff. He passed away, so they had the funeral, and so I was super sad when I was
Oh
looking at it.
no.
So yeah, guys, have those days. So
Yeah.
that's what's on my mind. And if you would like to share what's on your mind, you can give us a call at 850-320-8118.
Yes. So let's jump in this topic.
Okay. So let's see. I don't know, you want to talk about it?
So today's topic is, can you hang, and I'm gonna say man, but it could be one man as well. But it sounds better saying man. Can you hang with your man ex or your ex man ex? Is that okay? That's okay for you?
You gonna ask me that right now?
You have to ask you that right now. Could you be the homie to an ex? Can
Homie
you be a
lover
homie? Yeah,
friend.
yeah, you take it. Girl, that's that gave us the left figure I was just getting ready to say that.
I think well, we all have to understand that every situation, every relationship does not necessarily mean that you're ending it on bad terms. So let me start off by saying, if you didn't see last 2 weeks ago, when we take 2 weeks ago, this almost is like a run on because we had a viewer who was like, y'all probably should talk about this. And so it was really kind of cool. So we pushed our other topics back to say, that could be like a extension of.
Right.
So if you didn't see it, if y'all don't mind, please go back and look at it was like 2 weeks ago. So anyway,
Right.
what we realize is every relationship does not necessarily end on bad terms, right?
Right.
So with that being said, I guess if you have a genuine friendship with your ex,
No,
no,
that's not it.
because it's not your ex. You're trying to see if we.
I'm saying, right? So I'm married to Bob, right? But you Bob ex girlfriend and ex wife, right? Now so we on total different sides, right?
Okay.
Okay. So me and Bob get divorced. You and Bob no longer together. Can me and you be friends? Can you tell your friends to get with my friends and we be friends? I mean that
There are different levels of friendship. Maybe I
I
should say
didn't
that then.
well tell me them
Can
levels.
I be someone you could chat with every now and again? Probably so. Can I be a friend? I don't think you can be my friend. Because let me tell you why though. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but let me tell you why.
Because you so mature.
No, I said I can't.
Oh, you can?
I said no.
Okay.
I said I want to. Because when you have friends, right,
Mhm.
y'all sometimes have some deep conversations.
Right.
I don't ever want you to think it's gonna be okay for you to think you're gonna come to me and want to tell me stuff about money.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all like to go no more. So now you might be trying to give me advice that you ain't keeping for some reason. But now you might want to give me advice.
Girl, read my cousin comment right there.
It depends on the type of ex.
Okay, that's what I'm confused about, but the next one.
I can and I have been. Okay.
You grown and mature too.
I'm mature too though, but I don't want to. But and I think too, like if it's not, and it is good. I mean, it's good to be on that level where you can be around them. I don't mind being around as long as it's respectful. I'm talking about a real true friendship though.
Yes, this is a real true friendship.
I don't want to do that with you.
Why not?
Because you might overstep.
That's good right there. That's good
I don't
right
want
there.
you to think it's gonna be all right to give me no advice. And you know, with friends, you know how you be like, girl, you know, and you might say something, and no,
I got to write my stuff down.
You're not gonna feel that comfortable talking to them,
right?
I would not. So that was good, Kimberly. That was good. I mean, I'm happy that you can, because that is showing maturity. That really is. She said, so people on Facebook, we have some comments on YouTube, and she said, as long as everyone knows who they are and where they stand. I agree with that too, but that's why I want to just be close enough to deal with you, but not necessarily. I don't know if I'm gonna be rolling to the mall and I'm gonna roll over and pick you up and then we're gonna shoot out. Like, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
So Mosley on Facebook says, I'm friends with my ex and his new girlfriend. I've been in both situations.
Your friends as in y'all can hang, y'all can go. See, with my friend, when I say I'm a friend with somebody, like I literally can go out of town with them. I can call them and say, girl, what you doing? Let's go to the park. Let's go walk. Let's go to the club. That's a friend to me, not just a casual. When I see you, I'm respectful. Are you talking about that kind of friendship?
I'm talking about a friendship.
A deep friendship.
Yeah. The number is 320-8118 if you would like to call in and weigh in on our conversation.
Well, did you give your opinion? I know you asked me.
I don't think I
So what do you think? Okay, so YouTube World, we have a comment on Facebook and it says we hang
and go out of town.
Oh. Just you and her? Oh.
Let's give Mosley the phone number. 320-8118. We'd like to hear from you.
All right. One moment. Hello, caller. Oh, girl, hold on.
Yeah, hold your line.
Okay, try it again. Oh, okay, she's doing, I think, okay, so it sounds funny. I don't know if you're disguising your voice or something. This is Miriam. I know that, but I'm saying, I don't know.
Put it back on. Yeah, it didn't sound right on the thing. It was sounding a little fuzzy.
Okay, so what you thinking?
No, basically what I'm saying is I've been
So
he didn't work, but now playing himself and his movie. Well, we actually have been out of time together and had a good time. So I think it's a level of maturity when it comes to a situation like this. I've also been in a situation where the ex didn't want to have nothing to do with me and didn't want me to still be friends with him. So I have to respect that and then let him know that, listen, you can't be friends. I'm not trying to jeopardize your relationship. If it don't work, then we'll pick up the friendship where it left off. Or, you know, if it does work, then happy life, happy life. So I just understand that there are grounds when you're respecting other people's relationships
Mm-hmm.
and when you are respecting your friendship as well. And a real friend will understand that you're looking out for them and then they won't push the envelope. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what was the relationship? Okay. So what was the relationship before? I'm trying to get my question. What was the relationship before she became an ex?
Before she became an ex.
Yeah, before she became the ex. Were you friends with her while she was with your ex?
Wait a minute. Y'all, if you're confused, I know you're
No,
confusing
I
the
ain't.
viewers.
She got it.
But let me ask you this: are you talking about you're a friend of an ex? Ex?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the same thing. Yes. She just said she had an
Yeah.
ex-husband that is now hanging with her. She hangs with her ex-husband, ex-wife.
Thank you for
Right. Exactly.
explaining that because that's
I
not what
have
we
a friend
said.
like that.
It
And
is.
she is my best friend.
She your
She's my
best
best
friend?
friend. She's like a sister to me. Like she is my best friend.
Touching my pearl.
Okay.
Yeah, it's relationships like that. She's my best friend. I love her to death. She know if I don't call her, it's nothing personal, but we still talk, and then we still talk about it too.
Oh, and y'all still talk to the ex-husband too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's what
We
my
both,
question was. So
we
what
both
was
have
your
kids
relationship with what was your relationship with her while she was the current
before.
wife and you were the ex?
Oh.
Well, I didn't know her then. I didn't know her then. I didn't meet her until me and her ex-husband got together.
Huh?
Yes.
This
She
Wait
thing
was
is
a
married
minute.
to
convoluted.
somebody.
Wait a minute. Did you just say you met her after you and her ex-husband got together?
I don't understand.
Girl,
Yeah.
that's another show. That's another show. That ain't what we
Oh my God.
that ain't what we talking about now. What you say?
Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, I done been in all the situations, so I know. I know what
Okay.
y'all talking about. You talking about being friends with the ex that you've been friends with them before that. Yes, I've been in that one too. But it's
Wow.
just a level of maturity. It's just like sometimes you get a person, that person you know is not for you. And then what you do is if they get with somebody else or somebody you know, I don't get mad. I just if that's my friend before that and she just wind up with him, I'ma still be her friend.
So you
Because it's
okay with
still
me
that
dating one of your ex? You okay with me dating one of
yeah,
your
I would
ex?
be okay with that. Yes, I would.
As a friend?
Yes, I would, because he wasn't for me. Let me explain it to you. I had a job, and I knew my frame of mind and the way I think. It was somebody out there in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a job. My supervisor, he and his college buddy, I met his college buddy. He came to the job, and we were sitting down talking at lunch, and both of them were married.
Mm-hmm.
But when they was in college, they both dated each other's wives before marriage.
Oh,
But they
before.
realized that wasn't the one woman for them, so basically they switched women and married their soulmate. And they've been together ever since. They still go on trips together. And I say, sorry, that's like how I think. Like why people have this stigma where you think you can't date after your best friend. Just because you date this dude don't mean that he's not for you. He's for you. It's people don't understand, like when you get in a relationship, just because y'all together doesn't mean that he's for you.
Yeah.
When y'all become friends or y'all break up or whatever, if he gets with your friend and your friend and he loves her and treats her like a friend, that's because in every aspect of relationship, there's somebody out there for everybody. And like my dad used to tell me, if the man don't change for you, he's not for you. A woman will make a man change and drop all his childish ways and become the wife. And he'll marry her.
Well,
So
that's good
I just
advice. But I
That
still
ain't for the
don't.
gayness girls.
I, I'm, I'm proud of you.
I
Go
we
ahead.
big proud of you.
but they
Yeah.
still friends though.
Ain't
I mean everybody in the situation that we're talking about now, they're still friends.
well,
It's
that's
nothing like
good.
this. I don't see it as being disrespectful at all.
Well, I think it all goes back to that girl code. I think that's what kind of gets me.
I don't know where that came from. I don't believe in those. I don't believe in
I
girl
do.
code.
I don't want to be with my
I-
friends.
But how far does that girl code go, right? Because I was thinking in my mind not long ago. I was like, now if I ever became available, which I won't, and I was interested in somebody that my girlfriend or friend girl dated in high school, does it go back that far? I be thinking about topics.
I hear the guy code. I hear the girl code. I don't know who came up with it, but there is no code. If somebody loves you and they want to be with you, regardless if they date your friend, your mom, your cousin, your
You too
sister,
far.
if he's for you, he's for you. Because if God comes down here today and tell everybody ain't no girl code and no guy code, this is for you, and he done gave you your sister, and God tell you that's your soulmate, you gonna listen to God.
Well,
Correct?
I feel like they just missed the train. Should have got him before I got him. No. And I'm definitely, and if that happens, I'm definitely not gonna be around. Like I don't want to be around
Yeah.
y'all.
Would you be mad if I
See,
did
when
that?
Yeah, that's
we
crazy.
ate that apple off the tree and our minds just got to the point we lost track of our way of, we went to our own way of thinking instead of thinking the way God wanted us to think. Think about the Bible. All these people that have been married have
Oh man, we missed her. I'm sorry, it went out, Miriam. But let me hit some comments real quick. So Kimberly said, friends can have restrictions. They are both ex. They have something in common. And Keisha said, this is deep. Keisha said, he may not be for me, and he damn sure not for my friends either.
Thank you, girl. It wrote
I concur. Look, Keisha, he just missed. He missed his time.
Yeah.
But what you will not do,
Friend.
cousins, is date an ex. That's just rude and to me, it's rude and disrespectful. But I mean, I like that she's open to that. I mean, so I guess my thing too is what are the pros in this?
I don't see any besides you grown. That show you real mature.
And so on YouTube, we got a comment. Monique says, no, ma'am. But no, ma'am, on what, Monique? Hit us up. 850-320-8118. So I was thinking, what are the pros and cons of hanging with your ex, your current husband's ex?
Here go a pro, a con right here. If oh wait, now are they together right now in front of my face? Because it could be that way too.
No, I'm saying it's a current, and then you hanging with the ex. What's the pro of you hanging with the ex?
I don't see no pro besides you may have get you a good girlfriend or a sister like she has gained, but
Well, I'm curious, Miriam. You need to go back and look at Sister Wives, the one we did on her name, because it almost seemed like y'all might be all right for that show. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
I don't see a pro. I don't.
They would have to have sex and stuff.
Yeah, I don't see a pro. I'm sorry.
Well,
Because at what point in time do your mind stop you and going back when she talking like, I wonder if he did her, touched her the way he touched me.
And y'all riding in the car, and all of a sudden I just feel like slapping your ass.
No.
Okay, so this is what I wrote down. Just let me know if it makes sense.
Okay.
I said a pro probably could be it shows maturity, and it's a great lesson if kids are involved. Like you can explain to, like you're letting your kids know that you're mature enough to handle an adverse situation.
That's true.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So on YouTube we have, who is the author of the Girl Code? The same person that's the author of Santa Claus. The same person that's the author of the Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy.
The same
that's
person.
That's true, Tim. Did Jesus or man? Then we. Is it Jesus, man, or we? Oh, Jesus or man? Yeah, I mean, clearly it's definitely a
that's man-made
thing. But I'm just saying, I don't want to
hang with you when you might ex. So now here's the kicker. What happens with my ex and me and you homegirls and we both ex? What happens if he come back and say, well, you know what, baby, I miss you. Can we get back together?
Them conversations, they might come up.
So now me and my man back together. And now me and our man back together. How we hang out still?
We weren't hanging out in the beginning. We definitely was not hanging out in the beginning, honey. Keisha said no pros besides still knowing his business, and that is so true. And I was saying the pro also could also be it allows you to set boundaries. It kind of allows you to set boundaries, maybe like
I don't want no boundaries in no relationship. I don't want to be walking on eggshells saying what I shouldn't say that because she used to date him too.
Peter.
Or I shouldn't do this because at some point in time, if you have kids, this ain't gonna come up. So and so just pissed me off. Now what I look like telling you about ex?
Right. No, not even our ex, like about the husband. Because at that point it would be, you think the husband?
That's our ex. Well, yeah. What I look like telling you about my husband as your ex.
Right.
See, it's just too complicated because we need folk to talk to when you have little issues, right? So I can't talk to you because you the ex and you in our business.
You really are.
Oh,
Another pro I was thinking was it's less confrontational, I think.
I don't understand that.
Like you don't have to worry about like y'all fussing in front of the kids. Like maybe y'all can have a better understanding if y'all have maybe a friendship. I still say with me it would be not a friendship but a respected situation. I respect you when I see you. Okay. I'm cordial. Right. Would I call you my friend and have conversations about my husband? No.
And go out of town.
And go out of Miriam, you good. But Miriam, call back though if you were not finished seriously because I don't know what happened to the phone. But if you would like to weigh in on the topic, please give us a call at 850-320-8118. But the other thing was a con. I was saying how you can redevelop those feelings. And just like you said, y'all will be showing the girl come home, y'all friends, so don't you let your friend girl, don't y'all come in the house? Okay. So now he's sitting up in there, and what happened? Hello, caller.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good. Weigh in on it.
Put your weight on it.
Okay, I'm gonna put my weight on it, all my weight on it. Okay, both feet. Okay.
Jump in.
The thing about our topic of the ex is this: when an ex becomes your ex, his business and your business is no longer important. Who he's sleeping with, that's not your concern anymore.
No, it's not.
So therefore, where does this girl code come from?
But wait now, because let me tell you, all relationships don't end on bad terms, right? So what if we ended, but I still got a little feeling for you? And so, I mean, not a little feeling, but it could be there like
you should have ended it. That means you should have still been, y'all still should have been together. Because the thing is this, if you ended your relationship with him, guess what? That means he is open to go wherever he wants to, with whomever he wants to. And
so he could go with your sister? So you okay with your sister dating your ex?
Because guess what? If it didn't work for me and him, he may be able to make her happy because guess what? We may not have nothing in common.
Yeah, he can't
make
it
happy. Wait a minute.
But man may have put me and him together, and God may have put them together. I'm saying there's a difference between God and man.
Yeah, God didn't do it.
But my thing is this: you don't know that.
Well,
my thing.
But isn't that like an uncomfortable situation though within the family?
Nicole Bryant said that's nasty.
There's nothing wrong with being friends. My thing is there's nothing wrong with being friends with your ex. There's nothing wrong with being friends with your ex.
Wait, no, but what we're saying is so you married and then I am your husband's ex. You would hang out with me as a true friend.
Like I said earlier, their friendship can't have restrictions. Like I don't even though all my friends, none of my friends ever stuck with my husband or my boyfriend. Guess what? I still don't go shopping with all of them. I still don't go hang out with all of them all the time. You know what I'm saying? So there are some friends that you do go hang out with and that you are closer and deep with. And there's some friends that you're not close with, no matter who you are. So therefore, guess what? That friend, I can still be friends with her. I mean, like I said, I had an ex, and I met this young lady through my ex, so that was his ex. And guess what? We had something in common. All of us came together because guess what? We were working together for the kids' sake. We want to make sure all the kids were taken care of. When she left and she moved out of town, her kids stayed with me. They didn't want to go. They wanted to stay with their dad. So guess what? I already helped them raise the kids. And guess what? Even after we broke up, me and him broke up, and he went about his business. Guess what? The kids still want to stay with me, and they stayed for a little while. That's why I say if you got mature people, mature-minded people together, it makes it better. Because guess what? Those kids don't have to see no division. They don't have to see no arguing and fussing. If when grown people can come together, it makes it a whole lot better for the kids. And guess what? The next generation we got won't be as confused and mixed up.
Well, I do say that definitely is a pro. Just kind of explaining the life lessons and that you can be around, be in different situations. Actually, this kind of reminds me of Jada and Will and what's her name? Sharif.
Who?
Jada.
Yep.
Ticket.
Who's Sharif?
Is that the little boy?
Oh,
I don't know.
They are the best.
They're good, really good friends. First wife. Yeah, his first wife. Like I thought him. It just ain't gonna work for me.
And me either.
And guess what? I mean, everybody has different. Like I said, everybody's made different and do different things. Like I've had her over to my house. We sat down and had dinner. And guess what? He walked in his computer. So guess what? It's not common. It don't always happen like that. But guess what? When you're dealing with somebody who come into the situation, like, okay, you know what? Sometimes a new girl can come in and she can set things up, and sometimes she can come in there and she can put things back together and make it better. So guess what? Then with that being said, guess what? He came over to the house, saw us sitting there, me and her and the kids having lunch. He's like, "What's going on?" He was confused because guess what? It's scary because he ain't never seen that, and we don't see it that often. But guess what? We laughed at him because we was like, "Oh, it's fine." At that conversation when she came over, it was like, "Hey, I just want you to come over so you know what to expect from me, and I know what to expect from you."
You know what?
Laying the groundwork out.
That's like open the doors though, because what happens when everybody go their separate ways? But then I start hanging around my ex, and you my homegirl, and you with my ex, and then all of a sudden we start looking at each other, and that feeling, like Fantasia said, truth is, she never should have let you go. And then after a while, you at home, but now the ex will slid by your house because that's your homegirl. She feels she can come to your house with, and they done did.
That's why what I said. We laid the groundwork out. So this is what I said. I want you to know what you can expect from me, and I know I can expect. I know I can expect from you, and you know what to expect from me.
That's his word. Everybody don't stick to their word.
Hey, don't you? Hey, I won't be doing this, and this is what I expect from you as the mother and the ex-girlfriend. These are the things I expect from you as a woman, and these are the things you can expect from me with dealing with your kids, whatever. But guess what? This area right here, this great area of the bedroom and stuff, and what we doing all our life, that has none of your. That don't pertain to you.
Yeah.
And when people know where they are, if people know how you feel, and they know where the groundwork stuff they at, guess what? In the boundaries are, if you lay them out right, they won't cross.
If they thirsty, they will.
Even now, and I've been married now, 16 years now to my current husband. Guess what? She still every now and then hit me up on Facebook. Hey, how you doing? I ain't heard from you in a while. How you been? She done got married to somebody else. Guess what? Hey, how you doing? Every now and then I see the kids. They, hey, how you doing? I mean, it makes it easier, but like I say, for everybody. When everybody knows where they stand. And my thing is, sometimes you have to make sure your ex, and now when I say ex, meaning we all break up, make sure when you cut those ties, it is cut. It's no coming back. It's just cut. If you feel like you got feelings, then you don't need to cut them yet. You need to make your feelings out for him.
That I agree with. I agree with that.
Feelings can come back after the fact.
Don't close the book until
it is closed.
That's right.
That. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
All right, bye.
So we have a couple of comments.
So let's see. Our comment said, hell to the no. And then she also said, yeah, they had something in common. Him. And then we have a comment that says, I hang with my ex-baby mama and we cool. That's her. Yeah. And so Nicole said it doesn't work that way for everyone. And I agree. It that is so good to be able to be mature enough to do such a thing. And I'm just saying, I'm
Because
like
them
you, it
glasses
just
off.
doesn't. I know. It just does not work like that for everybody. And so if you can and will, then kudos. I mean, I'm happy for you, but baby,
It don't work like
she
that.
ain't interested.
Hey, D.
Let me see. Oh,
That's my play baby daddy.
oh my God. Don't make me holler. So,
Here,
okay.
daddy.
Oh my God. So I guess for me, I think she'll never be able to be like the BFF. You know what I'm saying? I can't confide in her if I'm angry or
Right.
aggravated. I cannot come to her and be like, girl.
Because how you know she have your best interest at heart when you go to her and tell her this is what y'all had an argument about? She really probably don't even want you with him anyway. And so she's like, girl, leave him. I did. What happens when you get that type of information?
She can't be my friend.
X for me means exit by.
And that I totally agree. It was so funny, and I can't. It was the year that I divorced,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember. Let me tell y'all something. It's really hard to be able to say that I'm not. If somebody asks you, "Hey, where's so and so?" and you say,
That hurts.
"Oh yeah, we're not together anymore." It's kind of hard to hear that for the first time. When you first say it, it's kind of hard. So somebody was telling me, "Oh yeah, why you said that?" And I was like, "Cause I'm done. Like it's closed."
But you know what? That's a question you should never ask somebody that you have not seen in a while.
What?
How you and Tom doing? Well, how's Tom? Don't be asking that because you don't even know if me and Tom together, and then that's like an embarrassed. Some people be embarrassed about that, or that's a sore topic, or
Well, I don't think that's
whatever. But it don't be
it's
intentional. You know,
they're asking
just
a
ask how
question.
you doing. How you doing?
Oh.
How the family doing? It's a way around saying things like that.
Well,
Okay.
I was with you. We were at Gala Day, and so one of the nobles was like, because they knew him, and they asked about it. You remember that?
I can't remember from
West
hour to
Palm
hour.
Beach. You don't remember that?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember our whole trip?
No.
Anyway.
Y'all get me
But
tested?
one of the other people was like, "Why you say that?" And I said, "Because I'm not with him. I'm fine saying it at that point. I was
It depends
okay."
on how early it is after saying that. Because see, you had to go through that hurt first.
Yeah.
So what happens if somebody asks you that during the hurting period?
I just thought probably would have just ran off
And cry. Didn't I tell y'all 2 weeks ago she'll leave you and cry?
I probably would have just rolled out.
Girl, bye.
Yeah. So listen, if you want to weigh in, if you want to weigh in on this topic, please call us 850-320-8118. Monique. Let me see, because I wanted to see what Monique had said. I was like,
She said she hang with her ex-baby
I
mama.
want to hear
And
from
they
you.
cool AF. That's what she said.
Yeah,
Her ex-boyfriend, baby mama.
So were y'all friends?
That's what I asked the first caller.
Yeah.
What was the relationship while you and the person was in the? See, for me and my ex, I don't have an ex. I mean, there was an ex, but we could never be friends because how she came at me as the ex. Mm-hmm. She done cussed me out. I done cussed her out. She done tried me. I done tried her. So what was the relationship while you were the current and she was the ex? That's what my question was.
Right. So Monique says, no, it actually feels good to say that for me, it's different for everyone. And I totally agree. I mean, I applaud Miriam. I really do. That's an awesome way of thinking.
It is. But for me, I don't know. For me, I don't think I want to hang around nobody that done been with somebody I done been with. Because now we having thoughts like, girl, how was with him?
See, that's crossing the line.
Crossing the line.
That ain't so big.
It ain't. But see, when you get bored, you come up with things.
Well, don't call it when you're bored. What y'all do?
Yeah.
I was in the bed, Heifer.
Girl, I remember what side of the bed you lay on, girl? Because when I was with him, he liked on the right side. What side you sleep on?
See, that's so inappropriate.
But I mean, this is what you get when you friends with the ex.
And I'm gonna take it a step further. Would you allow your husband's ex, if they had fell on hard times, to move in with you?
Hell
Are
no.
y'all, could y'all be that close?
Hell no, because see, you go leave for work, and then she go Luther Vandross peek across the window. Creak, creak.
In your house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Monique said no. Yeah,
But
I
why-
read about that though.
You did.
It was a military wife, and she said that she had, because the woman fell on hard times. She said that she allowed, because she loves her husband, and she had a interest in how the son was going to be raised. She said she allowed the woman to move in with them, and she felt as though that was the worst thing she could have ever done. And
She
now
might
she
have
was
coulda-
trying to figure out how the heck to get out of her
She
house.
might have could have moved in the guest house outside that's not attached to us.
And
I'm
she
just
was
saying.
living in the
I'm just saying, might have could have.
well, no. No.
But not for me. I'm just saying how it could have probably had worked.
Monique,
Facebook.
we have a Facebook comment. Monique says, that's a no for me. And why would you want to be friends with an ex? Yeah, I ain't interested. I'm
Well,
like you.
as you hear, Monique, there are people that are friends with their ex, or current.
I don't know what you gain from that. So maybe let's just put it in context. Maybe these women had kids by these exes. You think that's why the relationship became friendly?
No, because I know one that don't have no kids from the ex, and so that's not even the situation.
Because the only reason I can say they even considered to be a friend is that they got to be together and make it work for the child. Other than that, So we got a comment on YouTube, and it says, "Hell no!" I think I did that, just like you said it. And then another one says, "No, was not friends first. I think it was a child that brought us close." Exactly. Hold on. Hello, caller. Hello. Weigh in. Okay, she hung up.
She hung up.
Okay. So I think if it's, I've always stuck with that kid thing, because honestly, I don't see no other reason why I would ever need to be a friend. And I definitely don't see why I would need, as a friend, need to be with your man.
So what if it was the man that was toxic, but then you really realize after the man left that she good people? Does it make a difference? Okay. Our ex, me and your ex, Tom, he was bad people. But when I realized and I started talking to you, I realized you ain't so bad after all. It was him.
Oh, he may have been feeding poison to you, making it seem like he was
Not even that, but I'm just saying, like, while we together, he's painting you out to be the bitch. But when I talk to you, you're not like that at all.
Well, that's why people need to get to know people for themselves. I hate when people just assume. I mean, people do that at work too. That ticks me off. Don't try to get to know nobody through what you done heard about me. You get to know me for yourself, because I look at you as being an idiot.
Because don't ask our neighbors.
Yeah.
Come to me.
I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Or ask our friends we hang around.
Leave them people alone. But no, so let me see what else I had. That was one of the other questions I said. I said, like, would I hang with them as like a BFF? And definitely not. Like,
okay.
Again,
so what happens if there's a child involved that you were close to? All right. And so now the ex out the picture, but there's a child that you consider that's your own, but yet you realize, and then the mama started coming around to the child, and that's how y'all get close. Is that okay?
I mean, but it's still not a friend situation.
It could be. It can grow to a friendship. Because here we go, Jasmine. So Jasmine is my baby. Jasmine is your ex-baby, okay? So Jasmine invite me and you to go somewhere. And as we hanging out, I'm like, Rhonda cool. Like I can see myself being around her, and then we form a friendship. Is that okay?
No, you just there because Jasmine invited you. That's just as far as it's gonna go, boo.
Hmm.
Yeah, I ain't finna get to know you like that. I ain't interested. And Laquita said, yes. Yes, what,
Yes,
Laquita?
what? Yes, what?
Yes, you can. Interesting.
We think you can. Yes, you can.
Nicole, I was laughing because Nicole said, really, when you were talking about the song, when you were citing the lyrics.
Hey, come to me.
And Tamika said you can't call in. I don't know why you can't call in, so try it again. 850-320-8118 to weigh in on the topic. Yeah, so Laquita, yeah, tell us what you think about yes.
Yeah, she might go hang.
I'm mature and all, but I ain't
You ain't never
yeah.
You ain't that grown. You ain't that grown.
I'm not as grown as Miriam. I'm not Miriam grown.
At that point, you might as well have a threesome, huh?
That's what I said. I said, Miriam, this might work for you. You and the sister wives, y'all will be fine together because that's like work.
Oh my goodness.
Who gonna get who that night? Y'all go back and look at that one. Cause I'm just... Oh, you? What?
Oh look, Jasmine, watch it. I'm sorry. Tell my oh no, Pooh.
Tamika, I see you said you can't call in. Would you like for me to call you, ma'am?
That'll be great. Hold one moment, please.
One moment.
One moment. That light is so hot.
And on top of that.
Y'all don't go to hell. It's
hot now. It is.
it's something wrong with your phone. It's something wrong with your phone.
So I called, but it ended it.
Yeah, we sorry.
Go down the street to the. Do we still have Facebook?
Girl,
go down the street to the.
That old virus out. You don't want to touch
so
that.
So Laquita on Facebook said, yes to getting to know people and don't go off what you learn. That's right, because I think I heard about what you heard. I cannot stand that. I just that bothers me. And so you're right, because at the end of the day,
I don't know if you're right, because I know when we were growing up, if you didn't like somebody, I was like, we don't like her. I don't like her either. And you know I used to do that. I don't know your name. I don't know nothing about you. But I would ask her, do we like her? And when she said no,
she did.
I'm cool with you.
See, I don't do that.
Because I was loyal to you. What I look like, this is another topic for another day. What I look like hanging out with the home girl that you don't like.
Y'all just don't talk about me when y'all together.
She gonna slide a question in there. I'm gonna
answer
too.
And then you say, don't talk to me about my cousin.
I'm gonna say, girl, let me tell you. What you said? Girl, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna say, you know so-and-so had asked about you.
And then
that's what you get for having a mutual friend.
And then I'm gonna hear about it, and then I'm gonna cut both of y'all out. That's how that's gonna work. So Kimberly on YouTube said, if you feel uncomfortable, you cannot be over him.
I said that.
You know that
everything don't end bad.
And Jazz says, so messy. What part messy?
All of it.
All of it, Jazz. Now, but again, that's why I said this is like a continuation from last week. Because remember I said when I was in my hurting moment, it was like, I couldn't deal with him.
And you didn't want to hear his name.
I didn't want to, don't talk to me about it or nothing. But now, like, I can talk to that fella and be like, hey, y'all. And Laquita has a long one. It says, I was actually trying to build a relationship with my kid's father, girlfriend. Okay. And then it says, only because he's way extra. And I can't read it. I was taking the woman to woman approach. But as expected, he painted you to be the horrible person. He painted a bad picture.
It's more.
Oh, it is.
Mm-hmm.
You have to hit to see more, baby.
I did, baby. Okay. He painted a horrible picture of her. That's just what I just said.
Yep.
So what happens when it's really not? Right. I mean, when it's him.
Yeah, and that's. I guess the good thing is, is there any good thing? Because if it's a person who listens to people, then I don't care what you say to try to make it right or better. They just are not gonna look at you as being the positive one. They already informed their opinion. That's the bad part. But like you said, when it comes to the kids, that's what I say. If it's about the kids, please let's get along. Because you're actually showing your children how to be functioning adults with change and how to be grown and not feel like you cannot handle bad situations or awkward situations. So thank you, Laquita. That is true. I hate when people do
Yes.
that. Let me see. Oh, hey, Lavanya.
Hey, Lavanya. Give the number again. Somebody might want to call in.
So the number is 850-320-8118.
Let me type it in there.
Really?
Yeah, just in case they forget.
But I still feel as though
I forgot this.
it really won't be. I'll be cordial. I'm cordial. But it's crazy because I remember when one of my when my ex told me, he said, you should like people after they prove to you that you could like them, not before. And I said, no. See, I do it different. I'm gonna like you until you prove to me that you're serious. I don't have nothing against you when I first meet you. Why would I dislike you and then try to build on that? That's crazy.
It is.
I'm gonna do that in the opposite direction. I'm gonna like you, and then when you give me a reason not to, then that's when I'm done. Laquita said, right. And then Teresa on Facebook said, only about the kids. Right. Yeah. And then, like, if it's not a messy situation, then what happens? Like, if you broke up because maybe
he moved out of town.
Maybe he just moved and you didn't want to go.
Right.
So, y'all are really good friends. Like, you okay with hanging with a current? If you're an ex, would I be okay with still hanging with a current girlfriend? I don't think it's messy. As long as she understands too that I'm not a threat, you don't have to worry about me at all, So then I guess.
But how do you get to the point of you don't have to worry about me at all? Does she have to gain that? How you get there?
Well, how would she get there? Because she got to try to trust you. You already know that you're not the threat. I don't know how she can get there. I think you would have to prove yourself to be the bigger person. Don't you think?
Okay, so we have a comment.
So Kim on YouTube says how to solve problems. That's what you're teaching your kids, yeah. That is so true. Teamwork.
Sometimes it don't make the dream work because in this case, I don't see it.
Well, nope. Let's go back now. I'm saying only when you have kids
involved.
Teamwork.
Okay.
You have to have teamwork.
Okay.
Yes. And then Kim said, so why can't you be friends because they didn't do anything to you?
We both look. We don't have nothing to say.
Okay. No. I'm gonna say
it.
Only because there are times when, as a friend, I need my friend.
Right.
I don't need a friend. I got to be careful about what I say things to.
And not step across that boundary.
Right. I need a genuine friend when I pick up the phone and say, girl, when I say that, this is
going to be juicy.
This is going to be real good. So I don't want to feel like I have to rehearse my conversation with her. That ain't, no. Now, she definitely ain't going to be a BFF.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't happening. But now, if there are kids involved, then yes, we can be friendly.
There you go.
But I don't think we can be friends.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't think we can be friends.
So I mean, because the act like y'all never were, and to come around and you show her what?
If you don't leave them people's phones alone,
y'all can't be friends because they still in love.
So Kim, Nicole said, why do you need to have a friendship? You don't, Nicole. You don't.
You don't, but some do. You heard the first caller say that is like her sister.
Oh yeah, she did. She did say.
So they need to be sister wives. No, I'm just playing.
That might work, but that might.
No, I don't think that they would ever cross that line.
I'm not. I wouldn't. I'm just saying, as far as the topic is concerned, my answer will always be, it won't be me.
Right.
I ain't doing it.
Right.
And
I mean, she said it works out fine for them. I mean, that's
And
her
I'm-
BFF and her like her sister.
Yeah. You ain't going
And you see
nowhere
how she
now.
said they became BFF. She started dating her ex. So they done did. Now that's deep. So
That's
they
deep.
both have each other ex. They switched it around. That is deep.
I'm so glad you shared that story because I
I
really
am
was
too.
confused.
I
I
am
was really
too.
confused. She said, Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think that's how you said it too.
I can hear her saying it like that.
Okay.
With attitude.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Say nasty.
Yeah, it is. That is. That really is.
Well, I've learned some stuff. I've learned some stuff, and that's very interesting. Would it sway me? Absolutely not.
So we have
I'm
a
not
comment.
her.
It says you never know what who God put in your life.
Yeah.
Up here said ain't gonna happen.
Teresa say ain't happening.
Ain't happening.
It ain't-
I'm with her. I'm with her.
And Kim on YouTube says never say never.
I used to say never.
Yeah, it ain't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sissy. Not happening for me.
And we're gonna have to check your gainer's blood.
Cause you talking about he just went for me, but
I cannot see myself dating as your first cousin, your ex-husband. I can't.
You know.
So what happens when I bring your ex-man, my current husband, to your house, and we sitting up laughing with your current husband? How that work? And one of the men get inappropriate and say something.
Nicole,
Like something like, man, did she do you like that when y'all was together?
See, that's what I'm saying. Those little comments and stuff.
Did she talk to you like this?
Yeah, see, don't.
Did she cook for you like this?
And Nicole said, God don't do confusion.
Hmm.
And so Kim said their life was not confused.
It was what? Finish the sentence.
Like the color purple.
Huh?
Like the color purple?
Like the color purple.
You know, I ain't seen the color purple in a long time.
That's
So
what...
we have a comment on Facebook, and it says, that look on y'all's face get me laughing like crazy.
Because we confused. We confused in some of these. We confused in some of this stuff going on.
It ain't happening. That's why I be looking crazy. Because I'm like, oh no. But Monique, explain that whole color purple, because I can't, you remember?
Ain't no ocean, ain't no sea. Only death can keep me from you.
I don't think that's what she's talking about.
Oh, that's all I remember.
Definitely not that.
That's not the scene.
Jesus.
That's the only one I remember.
That's
Is that the one you're talking about?
yeah.
No, I'm lost
Oh
on
wait,
that
I
comment.
think I know what you're talking about.
What?
When Mister
Uh-huh.
was with the sister, but wanted the other sister.
Huh?
Did I get it right, Mo? Mister had to marry the oldest girl,
Which was C.
but he really wanted Nettie.
I don't remember that piece of the part of the
Yes, you
puzzle.
do. That's how she ended up at the house. And
That
he had to
wasn't
end
his
up.
sister. That wasn't her sister. That was the singer.
That was.
The sister was in
Girl,
Africa.
you so behind.
The sister was in Africa.
Trina, you behind.
My name.
This was before she went to Africa.
Oh,
Remember?
Yeah.
When he was throwing those rocks at her, and old girl said nothing but death can keep us from it.
Oh, she said you're right.
No, she didn't.
I can't watch that 8-hour movie.
That thing ain't no.
It's damn near. It's 6 probably.
She said, Trina, don't do it. Right. You're right. Is that the
La La.
I can't hear. That's right. Come on, La La. You know she knows when she comes to La La. So then Keisha said, so they both at the barbecue fixing the ex plate.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
no, they ain't, girl. And so Nicole said, you right. He wanted Nettie.
I don't remember that.
Nettie.
I don't remember that. But okay, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it in the future.
Remember, that's why she started trying to read. Because
Oh.
Nettie was gonna be sending her message, letters.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've watched.
There's some things I just can't forget. Because I didn't like
Like
Danny
you-
for a
you can't-
long time.
You couldn't
I
forget
was
how he
young.
touched you. You can't forget how he touched you. But now I'm with him.
See, those comments would be totally inappropriate.
I'm just.
They would be totally inappropriate.
And you
then
think about the good that she not getting that you used to get. Dang, that was so good.
Miriam, does that ever come up?
Do that ever cross your mind anytime?
See, I'm so sick of her tonight. I am so sick. She having like a show enough song fest going on. Monique said Suge and Celia was friends. Yeah.
Yeah. But Mr. didn't love him. I mean, Mr. didn't love Celia.
Well, now let's dissect that. Because you're right, he was not into her. But
No.
I don't know if I can even dissect that one.
And they never showed Mr. sleeping with Celia.
They did.
It's on my skin.
Not because she wanted it, but yeah. How you think she got pregnant?
Uh-oh. She said,
God.
Trina, I'm old and remember that movie.
See? But he did his business well. Right, he did. He did his business. It wasn't business. He did his business. I felt so sorry.
Lord, have mercy.
But they were friends because she was there to help her, and she knew that. Celia knew that Danny was in love with Suge.
See, y'all remember this movie too much because then we have another one to say, and Mr. and Suge's new husband were friends.
Mr. Show was.
I don't remember. See, you remember that? I don't remember that.
If I'm not mistaken, Monique, didn't he make a comment too at the table that was, I think, probably was inappropriate about Suge doing something? Somebody, come on, T, correct me if I'm wrong. I think so.
I can't weigh in on
See,
this.
that's the kind of stuff that would not work for me.
Yeah.
Mr. and new husband also talked about. See, I knew it. Yep, he said, yep. You had your way, and I had her mine. That's what he said. See, so inappropriate.
See, inappropriate.
I remember that, G. I remember that. I knew it was something he said inappropriate. And so Monique said, you had same thing. Yep. Yes. Could you imagine being around and somebody saying that to you?
That's what. Those are the things that you risk with being friends with an ex, and even being at family functions with the ex. 2 weeks ago, you missed it. Go back and watch it.
That's so true.
This all comes back to the same thing.
Yeah, that's
so
rude.
Now again. What do you say when you chose to be in this relationship and then inappropriate stuff is starting to be said? What do? Do you step to him and say, "Don't say that about my girl," or do you sit there and you laugh it off? What do you do at that time? Because if you don't stop it, it's going to continue to happen.
Who corrects her?
No. If, he just said,
I'm asking who should correct her.
If my ex-man sitting here, my current man sitting there, and he said something inappropriate, my ex-man better say, "Girl, I remember when you cooked that for me." You better say something. Don't say nothing. Say something.
Let me see. Teresa said, I can't see.
This should have been your mommy. Who said that? See, that's just so inappropriate.
This should have been your mister.
See.
But
okay.
Again,
so who corrects who?
But now wait. Now let me get this right.
No, ma'am.
T, you gotta explain this one to me. This should have been your mammy. Did he say that in front of Suge's husband? Because I can't remember that part. She said, "Get them straight right then."
Right.
Yeah.
So the current husband should straighten her right then. Straighten him.
This should have been your mammy.
See? Yeah.
So Kimberly on YouTube said, "But you stop that. Mature people don't talk like that."
Like what?
And Monique said Sophia and Hypo wife was friends. Oh, they did become friends. That's probably one of those. Now, in that situation, I think it's one of those keep your friends
Close,
close and your enemies closer.
closer.
I kind of think that's what that was about. We have a caller. Well, hello, caller.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, girl. Weigh in.
Okay, so I hear y'all saying, I'm sorry I'm late, but that I would be friends with my ex-husband's ex-wife. Is that the
It could go that way, or your current husband's ex girlfriend or wife.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's no need. What we doing? Sharing stories?
I know. Swapping spirits. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
What we doing?
No. Yeah. There's no need. You know.
But now, what if kids are involved?
Okay. So that's what their dad is there for. So I need you to get with him so he can coordinate us on play dates with his children.
But
you
now,
know what I mean?
Yeah, but now that you say that, and I think
unless the dad is deceased, then we can go forward. You know, with the kids. You know.
But caller, I did see where somebody did mention about the wife, the husband, and the like they can't get along. So now you have to step in, and so now you have to do more with the ex than what the husband can do. Did I see that somewhere? Or is that just my thought?
I don't know.
Because
so
what happened?
So you're saying like the current wife is a mediator? Is that
right. Right. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. But y'all not, I mean, being a mediator is one thing, but going out to have drinks and we talking and stuff, no, like, for real, we weren't friends before we got married. So why would I be friends with you after I'm out of marriage with ex-husband? Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Because I
mean, we feel the same way.
Okay, and then,
we feel the same way.
So what if it's two girlfriends? Like, what if it's a girlfriend and an ex-girlfriend? So then what if he changed his life and stuff, and then he want to get back with one of y'all? How y'all gonna feel about that?
Gonna start making inappropriate comments, and then you gonna know.
Yeah, so like, what do you do? Do you say, you know what, me and Tom back together, like we can't be friends because I can't come and confide in you? I mean, what do you do?
Right. So, because then most Toms or Tonys or Craig, they be like, man, can you believe my two chicks? They cool now, they friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's telling his boys that they friends now. So then if he decides to get that one of y'all, you may have to cut that person loose because he's not really friendly with her. So now what you gonna do? So would y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, most women gonna be like, you know what, girl, I'm gonna holler at you later. Cause I gotta go get my man back.
But I still hope you like me though. Yeah, like no. I totally agree.
I don't like you that much though. You know?
Absolutely not. Thank you, boo.
Thank you.
Bye. Let me get into some of these comments because Kim said, let me go before I get to Kim. It's Nicole said, not until Ian Mo. Sophia knocked some sense in her first. Well, that's right. You are absolutely right. And then Kim said, you swapping too many stories from sister to friends to ex. Well, the only reason we kind of swapped was because of the first caller who said that she also believed that it's okay for you to for the ex to even date her sister. And I said, not here.
Now, wait a minute, Kimberly, because you said, okay, it says sisters shouldn't go behind each other and your ex and your friend is a different category. I asked you, would you be okay, because I am your first cousin, dating your ex-husband, and you told me yes.
You said yes. And I was like, oh no, he done missed the boat.
Right. So at that point, it really, to me, does not matter what your title is if you're in my life. I don't care if you're my sister. I don't care if you're my friend. If you were a stranger, now you my friend. I don't want to be friends with nobody or hang out with nobody that was with my ex. That's just me.
Yeah,
now we could talk, we could be closer or whatever. I can never say that word, but we're not going to hang out. And sometimes when you have children involved, you have to have conversations or be or have a conversation with the current girl because you have a child involved that I want to make sure that you have the best interest for my child when she in y'all care. You know what
So
I'm saying?
definitely having that first conversation
Yes.
and y'all establishing boundaries.
Right.
Again, that's not a friend,
This heifer said,
but you're not my sister. So even in a cousin, you would date the cousin, ex-cousin. Blood is different than water.
where the hell? Hold on, because who is you calling water? I'm still blood.
Nicole say singing you, me, and he.
What you gonna do, baby? Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ban you and Trina. And with all these songs,
I'm just saying.
that was a good one. You, me, and he. I
Yeah.
know that's because that show what comes to mind.
God.
Well, no, I mean, and don't get me wrong, guys, because it's about our time, but I applaud you if you can. It's just not for everybody, and definitely it depends on how the relationship ended as to if you can even first of all, deal with the ex, to even want to deal with the ex's wife. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I know one
Nicole
thing.
Kimberly said no. I'm lost.
I know one
I
thing.
said blood is thicker than water.
Mm. Okay.
Right. So she wouldn't mess with family.
Okay. Well, we out here with the deal, and it's getting dark.
Everyone's situation is different, being live. Everyone's situation is different. You're right. And
Yeah.
if you can, and don't get me wrong, anybody who knows me knows I'm very open to, I like everybody. Like I really do. I could like really not stand you and still like speak to you and
Oh, no, see, that ain't me.
But
No.
see, I can. I don't
No.
have nothing against people like that.
No.
You would die and have ulcers around here worrying about somebody else. I ain't got time for it. I want to live long.
Because we see, she like telling her story. So like when we were mad at each other, I would see you and you were such a stranger to me. Like I ain't even.
It was totally ignorant.
Because if I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you.
Totally.
And you was wanting to speak to me. She was like, and I was like,
I just girl and did speak
and ain't speak back.
And so that was
and
fine.
kept walking.
Yeah, I see everybody who know me know I'm just not like that.
Yeah, what speak to somebody when you ain't messing with them? That's another topic.
For another time. Thank y'all so much for joining in. And if you came in the middle, y'all roll this back because actually no, don't just roll it back. Go to 2 weeks before because it actually was a run on, and I'm gonna take my glass off now, y'all. It was a run on from that week. So check us out in 2 more weeks. Thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all for coming. God bless you. Good night.
Bye. Bye, Facebook. You're so extra. Why you cut that off? Why she ain't calling on here?